I used to teach high school literature, and I loved those kids, and I loved literature, and the two together made it the most fun job I've ever had. And one day I was walking by this little group of boys, and one of them looked up at me and he said, "Mr. Montgomery, when you were young, it was pretty much like Dazed and Confused, the movie, wasn't it?" And I thought about it, I said, "Yeah, pretty much," because it was. And he looked at his friends, he said, "I told you." And I didn't realize that they weren't doing the same things, that they didn't have the same freedom and the same fun and the same, ability to explore as a teenager, all of your, all of the transitions that you're going through. It was wonderful, wonderful for people my age. And my wife and I talk about it all the time, how we grew up in the golden age, late 70s, early 80s. We could it was really a wonderful time. And when they talk about on the net, your grandmother was cooler than you and all these kinds of things, there is truth in that. But there is also truth in the fact that there is absolutely no reason to throw that in these kids' faces. It is not helpful. It does nothing good. And yes, when you're sitting around with people your age, you can lament the loss of your youth and those wonderful times that were in the past. But with these kids, you need to talk about things that are happening now, and you need to try to build them up and help them to keep humanity going forward. Because if you destroy the youth just because you're missing your own past, you're foolish. You're going to tear up humanity and the future of humanity. What we have to do is bolster those kids and try to get them to bring those times back with all that youthful energy. And teaching high school, that was one of the most wonderful things, is to be around the energy of youth. And it is powerful and it is beautiful. And we need to do what we can to promote it and tell these kids, listen, be the rebel. Don't do that to your hair. Don't make it green. That's not attractive. Don't put that thing in your nose. Don't disrespect your face. Love it. Don't disrespect your body with tattoos. And be different and be for heterosexuality and say, listen, this is how the species propagates itself. And don't be ashamed to say that homosexuality and transsexuality, while there's no reason to be mean to those people, there's no reason to lift that up as some kind of desirable place, that it's not a desirable place. It's like it's a problem. It's like being retarded. It's not quite making it in the sexual world. And it's okay to say that. And it's okay to stand up and be proud that you were lucky, and it is lucky enough to be who you are. We need to support our youth and start telling them, look, here are things you can do to bring back good feelings for the majority of humanity. And you can't bring it back for everyone. That's never happened. That's what we're hoping for. That's an ideal, but you can bring it back for a heck of a lot more than it is now if you do certain things. And we, as the older people, know those things, and we have to make a connection with these kids so they will trust us. And that means not putting them down, and then help them elevate.